2019. But I'm back with a new season. London Black Knights, first season ever. Let's do this. I don't know why Todd Bowles is my coach. Madden 18 seems to have a mind of its own when it comes to hiring coaches. It's like a glitch or something.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Lions going up against the Black Knights. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
I feel like I'm going to lose this game, though. I don't know why.
0-0.
I haven't played it in so long.
Gets ready to take over the football.
I'm going to do basic play calls. I've been playing Madden 19 on Xbox.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep outside here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Try a running play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I like the black jerseys.
One I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space.
I think I usually have Brooks on the other side.
All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
It wasn't double coverage when I threw it.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh, why did you?
With the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. And it's a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
He had all day.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And here now the offense heading back out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Yeah, 2 speedsters on the outside right now. Stokely and Brooks.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's
going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, and he'll
What
just
the
get
fuck was
rid of
that?
this one deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
Even if it was an interception,
The punt
didn't
team
matter. It
on
would
now
have been like
as
a punt.
Pinion sends this one away.
That was a horrible punt.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I don't even remember who
Cool
my
under
coach was
pressure
last
right
year.
there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he's across the 43 extra
I noticed the controls are a lot slower on 18
there.
than
It'll
they
be
are on
second
19.
and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down. That's
Got the
Newman.
first down,
And he's
but
got
damn.
the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3.
I flick my stick so that I
Not
can
much
truck him.
happening there on first down.
He
I
doesn't
thought there might have been a
do
hole
it.
for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And that'll hit in the end zone. Not too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
They're going to score, watch.
After a good punt, this
Sick of
offense
playing
will
around.
start
Let's
with
do
tough
this.
field position inside the 10. And now back out comes the offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. He's got a man, complete. And now look
How'd he
at
fumble?
this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's
What?
able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been
He's
trouble.
already on the ground.
And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble.
That was the most
Big sigh
retarded
of
play I've
relief.
ever seen.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Now a handoff looking right. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They're going to look to throw.
Shit, I didn't see him there.
And the Lions pressure
Damn.
too strong. Down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 1st
Come
down.
on!
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got
How many
him
times
for
I-
the sack. Now before the
I hate
second down
that shit.
play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I threw the fucking ball.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because
So he's
if
got
they
a
don't,
long
it's almost like
run
they
for a
feel like-
touchdown and a long catch for a touchdown.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Now this offense ready to head back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, now look at this. Let's go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft it, and this is caught. And touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit
What
more.
do you do,
right?
play
Maybe
dead
they
or
get the
something?
first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I want to run more, but
his position, and he's listed as a tight
playing
end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Green 39.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
why is it perfect and it slows it down? That screws me up.
Yeah,
it fucks it up again.
And not what he
Fuck.
was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Of course they're going to score.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense.
They've got his man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Who's
And
injured?
he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue, line it.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third down. It's Newman.
Why didn't he fucking truck?
He'll get to the 15,
Jesus.
right at the 15-yard line.
What is it, because I'm holding fucking turbo that you can't freaking truck?
We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. And here now the offense heading back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end
Break
with
his
a
legs.
PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
At least he didn't get
Well,
injured.
my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
$20 carries for 136, 2 touchdowns, 6.8 average. Well, thanks for watching. See you in week 2.